The Gamecocks will kick it away first, and will start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Now the toss.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give on the inside. Past the first down marker and still running. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. Lining up from the 34 on first down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
And this offense has got it all running, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want.
Turning it on! And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. And the Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll keep it on the ground. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Throwing toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. Past the 50, the 30, at the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville State.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Off the play fake on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on you on second down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Out of the backfield, he's over. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. They're going back to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Steps away. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. This should be the last play of the quarter. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Punt is on its way. He can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Michigan stole their winged helmets and possibly their fight song from Princeton, but they are giving an Ivy League level education in defense today.
Yeah, and stealing their hearts, just ripping them out, not giving them anywhere to go, no life. This offense has no answers because Michigan's out there just...
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? You just can't come up with much.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Not much of a fourth down. When it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out in the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And the offense falls on the football, but they are short of the line to gain. It'll be a turnover on downs. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Etienne. There he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Looking to throw. He's got it. Two-pointer is good, and now it's a one-score game here deep in the fourth. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Ramsey. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe.
He's loose on the right. Just shedding tackles. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Michigan. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I think at this point of the game, down 2 possessions, the passing game, you just have to be a little bit sharper. And they don't look like they're in rhythm. You saw it on that last 3rd down. I think you got to go now if you're on offense on 4th down. The sense of urgency is cranking up, but you need to be more precise in the passing game.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Throwing right. He makes a catch. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. The 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Cooks. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Going to swing it on second down. Finds his man. It's Harris. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle. Out of the shotgun on third down. Lets it fly. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. After making the interception, ran that thing back to the 18-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So here comes the Michigan offense. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. So now it's second and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. The toss sweep to the right. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown, at least for now. The Wolverines have it in scoring position on first and goal. The give. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
And we're seeing a bit of the bend-don't-break attitude by the defense now. Obviously, they've given up some plays to allow the offense to get down in this situation. But with their backs against the wall, this is the best we've seen this defense play. They're having none of this running game down on the goal line.
They're going to stop him short, and, man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on third down. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Absolute shank. Missed it. Sure, you don't want to miss the field goal, but a 22-point lead, still feeling good about the way the game's going.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He'll start this drive going to the air. Running into the open space. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Offense takes a timeout, 27 seconds left. The Gamecocks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Worthy. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Worthy. Offense uses a timeout, 17 seconds left on the clock.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
And the Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. The offense going to try again on another play. They'll just spike it on this one. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. On target to the left. And that is how we will wrap this one up. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard, and